Okay, so thank you for coming to Eric's channel here at Eric's Coaching. And I want to share about a vision board, and I'm going to break it down in pieces because it's just so much information, so much in there that I don't want you to get lost in a bunch of mumbo jumbo. So I'm going to explain it the best I can in the simplest way, starting at the top. So the top where it says prison, it says wake up call, prison mindset, focus, decide and believe. Basically, that is the first part in life where I help a student, right, that comes into the program. Basically, he comes and he learns how to, have a different belief system. So a different belief system is believing different about himself. In other words, like finding your identity. The student got to discover their identity by believing either the Word of God or just some positive thinking, like reading some good books and learning how to develop their mindset different in a positive manner, right? So that's something that they learn how to develop, through their belief system. Second is they learn how to decide, make decisions in life, and then learn how to stay focused on their road and their path. And that's the wake-up call. So breaking them from that prison mindset is the first phase, right? And that's the first phase. I want to go to the second phase here. The second phase is basically what we call accountability homes, and that's where I teach the person how to be accountable. Accountability is very important because when you're coaching somebody, you stay accountable. Hey Eric, you know what? I messed up today. I had a line of cocaine. Let's put it to that extreme. I had a line of cocaine. You know what, Eric? I'll ask him, hey, did you get in trouble with the law this week? You know what, Eric? I did. I got arrested and I went to jail for X, Y. You see, that's being accountable, staying true to your coach, letting them know that these things are still happening, over and over. For example, if you're still going to jail. So that's the accountability part. And the accountability part helps the person how to build the 5-point treatment. So what I do is help them how to build the mind, will, and emotions. And so that's becoming emotionally stable, right? Then the second part is developing character. Developing character is doing the right thing when nobody's looking. It's just being true to yourself. So that's developing character. Social enrichment is how to build good friends. A lot of times we want to hang out with our old buddies, and our old buddies are still going to jail, prison, they're having bad relationships, and we want to stay hanging around with them, but we want different results for ourselves. Well, that ain't going to happen, because if you still hang around those same people, chances are you're going to get caught up with them. So you need new mentors, friends, acquaintances, people that are in different areas of life that are not getting in trouble, so maybe you can stop getting in trouble and start learning some different life skills, right? And so that's the power of relationships, right? And so then spiritual growth, a lot of people, they want to have that relationship with God. They don't know how to. So I teach them, if you don't, then, that's fine. I'm not going to change your life and say, hey, you have to believe in God. That's just my area, and that worked for me. And so when I gave my life to the Lord in 1993, that really helps. So I teach people, hey, this really works. These principles really work. So that's my cup of tea, and I like to impart that in people because I believe that that's one of the best ways and the only way. But again, I've seen people develop without God. It's a different type of development, but hey, some people like it that way. Without, I guess they call it without a religion. But to explain that, it's not a religion, it's a relationship. Well, and I won't get more into that, but that's what that is. So addiction recover, help develop, breaking off these addiction patterns that you have. And so that's another issue also. And so that goes with accountability, the 5-point, and that happens in the home. So the next piece is developing business, and this is where you go work at one of our businesses, and you learn how to manage things. You learn how to manage landscaping. You learn how to do a little bit of car work. You learn how to do multimedia. You learn how to do, what else do we have? We have a storage yard. We have a U-Haul place. I mean, you learn how to develop different skills. Remember that hard work really builds value in you. And so the value that these guys build is by working really hard, staying to the grind. And when you develop that, not only 1, 2, 3 years in your life, I mean, chances are that you're probably going to stay probably out of prison, out of jail. That means chances are, right? A lot of times you can leave after a year or 2 years, you can go back, but that all depends what you invest in yourself during that year. You know, if you just go to work and don't invest and develop in your mind, you can stay the same, right? It's like going to work out there. What's the difference, right? So again, we help them develop what is the first phase, the second phase, and the third phase. We kind of tie them together, right? And so then the next phase, right? The next phase is developing, you know, what's called our Kingdomship Institute, and that's developing your passion. So we want you to leave here, you know, knowing that, you know what, I've done A, B, C, and now this is what I want. This is what I want. I want to now be a senior. I want to now be a lawyer. I want to be a police officer. I want to be a trucker. I want to build my own landscaping. This is when you develop your purpose in life. What is it that you love doing? You know, I love this part because this is how I develop. What I'm doing today is helping people change their life and going through some of these phases to develop where they want to go in life. And it's amazing. I've, you know, seen a lot of things happen through this. So again, this is my heartbeat to you. Again, if you have any questions, please comment down below, and hope to see you soon. Thank you.